I noticed you have a wedding ring on again.
Yeah, why would you get back on? Like, why would you do that again? It was really tumultuous. You're divorced. That's the thing that I feel like we haven't
off the internet.
I
know.
It's a giant diamond. You have diamonds.
It's down here.
Are you? How long have you been faithful to this girl?
Shut up. Fool me once. No, look. Watch how I drink this water.
Let's see.
Why you're not answering?
How long have you been faithful?
This is different. It's a different relationship.
Nice.
That was a big reason for the original divorce, though. Like, we just stopped being intimate. Yeah, we stopped being intimate.
You guys stopped having sex?
Oh, I think the last 6 years, 3 times.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And then only one of them stopped.
So when I
having
was on
sex.
your podcast, that was deep in the 6.
That was deep in the 6. Got it. But now just out of, because you brought this up, I didn't bring this up. Was that when you started, kind of seeking other holes?
Extramarital relationships?
Yeah.
I mean, it had a big part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not sleeping with your wife.
Were you trying, though? Were you trying?
No.
That's tragic.
You weren't even trying.
She wasn't either, though. Neither of us. We went through COVID and just never touched. It was like, we're watching Walking Dead and All American.
Brutal. That's brutal.
That was COVID.
That's
But you're literally, I was watching All American like it was a real team.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, how's he going to leave Beverly High for Compton?
I did this with Friday Night Lights. I remember that. Like, I actually cared about if they were going to win.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's really what it came down to.
Yeah, no, so that was COVID. This clip is from well before COVID, so I'm just curious on the timeline of all of it.
Yeah, we've been, it's been 5 years since we separated?
Gary, I feel like you're getting back into the iced coffee moment. Like you're slowly walking ourselves back in. No. I feel like you are. And we don't even want to be there, but you are walking back into it. Because you have a beautiful new marriage right now. You have twins, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm sure that's exactly what you wanted. I should immediately
Can we get it down to 55?
Immediately after
60
this
is not working.
Bro, this divorce was so tragic, but also the way that you describe it, you came on Brilliant and you were breaking it down. Dude, I was fucking crying laughing. Do you remember?
Talking about the process server or my dad?
God, the process server. Can you just break down that story a little bit?
Okay.
If you feel comfortable.
No. It's in the past.
Yeah, it's all cleared.
Okay, go.
So the process server.
Can you break down a process server to the whites?
When you file for divorce, you want to. This happens a lot when you got houses in 2 different states. Mm-hmm. So we had a house in Ohio and a house in California. So I filed for divorce in Ohio. Reason being, obviously, financially, usually it's better in Ohio. But we were registered voters in Ohio. We pay taxes in Ohio.
But the real reason is because if you divorce in California, you're fucked.
That too. But we can't file in California because if it goes down to then they're going to come after us for tax evasion and voter fraud. So I didn't do it out of just California. I was like, no, we are registered voters. Before we built the house in California, I asked my accountant, I go, I don't want to pay California taxes. How can I get a house in California? He goes, as long as you spend less than half the year there. I'm on the road every year. So I'm on the road half the year. I was like, no problem. And you got to keep a residency somewhere else.
Boom. Ohio.
So even if you looked, it was funny, if you looked at our neighborhood in California, all the license plates was Nevada, Arizona. None of them were California. Everybody was doing the same shit, right? So that's really why I filed in Ohio. And then as soon as I tried to do the somewhat respectable thing, I said, hey, I'm not happy. I want a divorce. And I said, so if there's a knock on the door, just so you know, it's probably a process server.
You said that to her.
Yeah. And
but she was
like,
also trying to serve your ass.
That's when she's like, she went left. I was like, oh, this ain't going to be good. Because I heard the door knocking. The guy was knocking and she wouldn't answer. I go, I think the door's knocking. She goes, it's probably Amazon. I go, fuck.
Oh, wow.
She knows. Like she's about to do something. And so she didn't answer the door. And then like 2 days later, the TMZ shit came out where she filed in LA against me. And now I was like, wait, we don't live in LA. We lived in the Bay. And so that started off a like 3-month cat and mouse game of avoiding a process server. I went to my boy's house in West Virginia. I was off the grid. I wasn't using credit cards, cash. Like, they're not going to find me at this dude's house. Like, it was damn near deliverance. You know what I mean? I mean, it was.
You were hiding at the comedy clubs?
Comedy
Right? You
clubs.
would,
I would stay in hotels. I'd be under Mohammed Shabazz. 'Cause I know they were looking for me, but then they caught wind because I'm ordering bacon for breakfast. Like,
So wrong.
literally, the room service guy's like, "I thought it was a Muslim." I don't need that turkey shit. So I remember I was at the Four Seasons in Baltimore for 2 weeks. I never left my room, and then I would go to the shows, and then they'd pick me up like underneath the hotel, and it was like we drive over, and my opener was at this other hotel under my name, so he was hoping to like mislead him,
Yeah.
you know, and then let me see, they almost got me in Colorado Springs. So I had my normal opener, and he's a bulldog, but he didn't go with me. And I said, I got a bad feeling about next week, man. You're not with me. And we weren't in Colorado Springs 5 minutes. I'm crossing the road. I'm getting to the club like 2 hours early. And this guy goes, "Hey, Gary." And I looked, and I saw him pulling the paper out of his back. And I turned into Ricky from Boys in the Hood. And he started chasing me, and he threw the
Because if it touches you, it's on, right?
Yeah. He threw it. Didn't hit me, right? And one of my guys, I had 2 guys with me, and they both got fired after this weekend because I told him, I said, your one job is to not let him come. The dude walked right between them. Just right between them. They looked and went, I go, "Motherfucker, I don't want you to fight nobody, but stop him."
Yeah.
And then the one guy started looking at the paper as I go, "Don't fucking touch that." Because if they touch it, I
Then
could
it's
be
on
served.
you too.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then I go in the dressing room, and now I'm turning into Cuba Gooding.
Yeah, he's swinging on there.
You know, it's money's gonna cost me, and it did. It was 6 figures. I'm not gonna say how much for jurisdiction. Just
Oh,
going
wow.
to court,
To
and I had to
choose to
hire
be
a
in Ohio.
lawyer in California to fight jurisdiction. It was just a big waste of time.
But ultimately,
We got in Ohio, and we settled.
we got her.
That's what he said. Oh yeah, we got her at a Panera Bread.
I go, what happened? I go, we got her.
Yeah, we got her at a Panera Bread in Antioch, California. And it was crazy how it happened. Like, I had hired a process server, and I said 24/7 surveillance on the house. And they just said, she doesn't come out. She's not leaving. I go, I got a feeling this service company ain't got 24/7 on the house. Then they hit me with like a huge bill. And I go, well, I'm not going to pay you until you get her served. I hired a process server out of Cincinnati. Me and her flew into town, and we had her within an hour.
Wow.
Like, we flew from Cincinnati to Sacramento because he said, don't fly into Oakland or San Fran because if somebody sees you, they could tip her off you're in town.
Yeah.
We flew into Sacramento, got a rent a car. We were driving through my neighborhood, and right before we get to my neighborhood, there was a grocery store. I looked to my left. I swear to God, I saw our SUV. I was like, that looks like ours. And then we went to the house. She wasn't there. I still had the garage door opener. So the garage came up and the car wasn't there. I go, let's go back to the grocery store. It was her. She was pulling out. We followed her for about 15 miles on the highway, and she pulled into a Panera Bread, and she went through the drive-thru. She got stuck, and that's where we got her.
Wow.
The lady came out, and I had to get on the other side and film it to video it. So she never saw me. She was so focused on the driver's side. I'm right there, like filming the whole thing. And then I got back in the car. I was like, we freaking got her. We freaking got her. And then she goes, you got to get out of here because you can still get served today. So
Wow.
I had to immediately go to the Oakland airport, and I just walked in. I'm literally walking down. Southwest had a flight. I was like, get me on it. I just was walking down. I would have been on Spirit that day. Right? Just walking down. Anybody got a flight out? Anybody got a flight out? I didn't care where we went, bro. I had to get out of California.
Yeah.
So Southwest had a flight and just got on, dipped out.
And now things are okay.
What do you mean?
Like between you two, is that you're fully divorced?
Oh yeah, that's been over like 2.5, 3 years.
Talking at all?
Not like that.
No. Okay.
But my son's talking to me.
I was hesitant to ask because I know that was sensitive, but-
he's good now. He's
good.
He's
That's
been
great.
out to see the twins.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes
he's
me happy.
doing good. Yeah, he's doing good.
Was
And
that
you-
stressful when you were following her on the highway? Were you nervous?
No, here's what's funny. So the process server's driving, and she goes, you got to get in the back seat. She might see you. It was freaking this lady was a bulldog. So now I'm in the back. I don't think she see me. She goes, get down. Get down, right? So I don't know where we're at. I'm just looking up. And then she goes, I think she sees us. I think she sees us. I go, she ain't looking in the back for this Nissan Rogue. So that's when we came to a stop. She goes, all right, I need you to get up, get your phone out. And then I didn't even know where we was at. I just got up and I was like, oh, we're at Panera. And boom. So I was laying down.
No disguise or anything? I would have done like a mustache or something, right?
No, but that was too much. That was you gotta keep them off guard. It's funny when you go through this for 4 months though, you're always looking like, how is this gonna end? Because I remember when I was in West Virginia, I'd be walking around like, how does this end? Did they get me? Do I get her? And then it was funny because I'm in West Virginia for a couple weeks at one point, and I just was having like Stockholm syndrome. I got to do something, so I went to Orange Theory. In like Huntington, West Virginia, Orange Theory. I was in the best shape. I'll put it like that. Everybody there. And the day, I just remember the lady saw my ID, and then I'm trying to keep a low profile. I'm thinking I'm good at this Orange Theory. The whole time she goes, you don't work out like this in California. California ain't like that. I was like, why the fuck are you keep saying my name, bitch? I'm trying to have a look. She looked like Olivia Newton-John mixed with John Travolta. You know, she's real rough. I'm sure she didn't have a boyfriend.
Oh my God.
You know?